Hey guys, what's going on? Got a real special one for you. We got a huge Celestial Protector game. I started recording a little bit late, so this is the second carousel here. And we end up picking up our Dragon's, or not our Dragon's Claw, our Negatron, to hopefully get a Dragon's Claw onto our late game Xin Zhao. So far, we've got two Protector, two Vanguard, starting off with that nice beefy front line. We got Bramble Vest on the Poppy to, hold that spot for Xin Zhao. Obviously, we've got Jarvan and Rakan hanging out. We've got a couple of Xin Zhaos on the side. We've got a Sona there waiting for her spot so she can get in and start healing and cleansing everybody. As you can see, it's going pretty decently here. It's a real close one. Casting getting big disarms, but we've got so much gold at level 4. Just so much, and this is kind of why I started recording a little bit late. I realized, holy shit, I've got a lot of gold. I think I can actually pull off a nice hyper roll here for these Celestial Protectors. So as you can see here, we ended up getting a tier, Giant's Belt, and a recurve from this item round. Just wanted to show you that, as well as my 61 gold at level 5. We are basically just going to keep rolling down, and the reason we're rolling down at level 5 is because a lot of the Protectors are level 2. So our Xin Zhao is a tier 2, our Rakan a tier 2, and our Jarvan a tier 1. At level 5, you've got a 20% chance to find a tier 2 unit and a 35 to find a tier 1. So with that, you're going to be able to find a lot of these Protectors as we have here. We throw in the Sona just because she's good at cleansing stuff as well as the heal, of course. And yeah, we're going to keep win streaking from here and trying to find just more and more Protectors. Heading out of this round, we're going to head into this carousel, and we're obviously looking for more Xin Zhao items. We have the Bramble Vest already. We have a Giant's Belt, so we're going to be looking for that Warmogs. We also are going to need a Dragon's Claw at some point. But we already have the Negatron from the first carousel, so no big issue there. And yeah, we're going to slap the Giant's Belt onto our Xin Zhao to give him Warmogs, and then we're going to just keep re-rolling. You want to stay at level 5 as long as possible when it comes to Protectors. They are going to want to be re-rolled all the way till you hit level 3 with all of them. As you can see, we've got two Xin Zhaos here, two Jarvans, a Rakan. We're not there yet, but we have a lot of gold, and as I talked about in the Econ video, win streaking is super important. If you have a win streak going, even if you just win 4 games, you get an extra 3 gold, which is obviously a tier 3 unit you can buy, and that is super important. So as you can see, we're just going to stomp this guy into the ground, give him the old Hydro Blast, and keep looking for more Protectors. Heading into these next few rounds, I am going to be looking to just level up. As you can see, we've acquired a few more Protectors here. Rakan, almost level 3. Sona, also very close to being level 3. Xin Zhao and Jarvan still kind of sitting on the back burner here. But again, it's super vital that we get all these guys to level 3. Obviously, hyper rolling. The whole point is to get all your units to level 3. We end up facing one of my friends here is running Dark Star. He's got all them Shaco items, and yeah, hopefully we can pull off a W here as we have continued to win throughout the game without taking any losses whatsoever. It does get pretty close here with Shaco being as strong as he is, but luckily we were able to take him down just barely. And moving right from there, I wanted to show you guys that I got level 3 Sona. We've got a bunch of Xin Zhaos. Obviously, you're seeing me kind of go a little fast here because we've only got about 2 more turns before the percent chance to get level 2s goes away. Boom, we get Rakan 3 as well. Now we're just 1 Xin Zhao away, and we're just going to start picking up Mystics for our back line so that way we can have a lot of magic resist. As you can see, we have a lot of items chilling in the corner there, and we're going to head into this next fight. Heading into these next fights, we're looking to just continue our win streak. Obviously, we are on an 11-game win streak here. Our Xin Zhao, 1 Xin Zhao away from being level 3. We've obviously got the perfect items for him, and we've got some other clunky items sitting over there. We just need a Needless to give him possibly Rage Blade. We just need a Negatron to possibly give him Dragon's Claw. There's so many options, and with how strong these Protectors can get when they're level 3, we end up beating this mech player with ease. Even though he's got some pretty good items rocking on his mech as well. Just easily take him down, no problem. Again, I can't overstate how important win streaking is. You really get so much gold for just winning even just 2 games. It's an extra 1 gold for 2. then 3 games it's 2, and 4 games it's 3. It's just so much extra gold that can really, really help you out. We're headed into Blade Master Sona, cleansing the disarm for my entire team there, which obviously really, really helps out. Blade Master Kassadin, not the strongest pick. I personally wouldn't do it. And as you can see, we've thrown Rage Blade onto our Xin Zhao because, you know what, I want him to do a little bit more attacking. I want him to attack quicker, get that ultimate off, get that shield, and get that extra damage. So heading into this item route, obviously we've got Tyr, Crit Glove, another Giant's Belt, and a Negatron. We're just going to be looking to buff up our other protectors. My personal favorite is Morello's. That's why I'm going to grab this Needless here. Combine that with our Giant's Belt, and we've got Morello's on Neeko. She's going to be AoE applying that to everyone she hits with her ult, which is obviously going to be superb. We want them to be burning, anti-healing. And on top of that, as soon as we hit level 6, we get our Xin Zhao. So now we're going to throw Morello's onto Neeko. We've got our level 3 Xin Zhao, and now we're going to get in our Mystic bonus. Now we've got Mystic, 2 Celestial, and 4 Protector. Obviously, we're just gonna keep winning from here onwards. We go up against a little bit of a Rebel comp, but no real big deal there. Again, applying Morello's to Yasuo, who's got the Bloodthirster. Obviously, that means he cannot heal. Rakan is getting healed all the way back to full with that Soraka ultimate, and we are just running everybody over now with these level 3 units. It's just so strong. It doesn't even matter if you're against like someone who's already leveled to 8. If you have these protectors all the way leveled up to level 3, you're going to win regardless. Moving from this item round where we only get a chain vest, we are going to end up making a Frozen Heart on Rakan because obviously he applies that very well by diving into the enemy team and knocking them up. And then a Quicksilver on Neeko. The reason we do Quicksilver on Neeko is because we want her to make sure she gets her ult off. If she gets stunned or something, we aren't going to be happy with that. We want the Morello's being applied. Unfortunately, we are up against a sorcerer comp. We have gotten in Karma to give Xin Zhao a little more shielding and more attack speed, but again, we don't have the magic resist to pull off this win, and we end up taking our first loss here. It sucks. We were on such a long win streak, but we used it very well to get to where we are. Luckily, it's 5-4. We're still in first, though, so we are only able to pick up what is given to us, and I am going to end up going with the Jeweled Gauntlet. Yeah, we're going to be putting it on Rakan, and you will see some crazy numbers coming out of this Rakan in just a moment. The reason we throw this Jeweled Gauntlet onto Rakan instead of Neeko is because he is level 3. We only have one Neeko sitting on the bench here, and with Rakan, his ultimate is doing about 500 damage, which means if it crits, it's going to do 1,000. Obviously, an AoE of 1,000 damage is going to be huge, and we are really going to want him to get that off and do as much damage as possible. So here we are facing some blaster brawlers. Very close game. Red buff being applied all over our team, but luckily we have just barely enough heals and shields to keep our whole team alive, and we do end up pulling off this victory very slightly. So moving from that round, we are going to basically be trying to get in for Mystic now. We are also going to end up having 3 Celestial, so if we can make a Celestial, that'd be great, or get in another one at level 9, that'd be awesome, but that is going to be our goal here, to get a 4th Mystic in. Obviously, that's going to be Lulu, so we're going to have to level up and try and find her, but right now we're sitting at 3 Mystic, 4 Protector, and 2 Celestial. We end up picking up our item off of him. We got an Infinity Edge. Obviously, we're going to give that to Rakan so he can possibly crit more, which is going to be super crazy and good. I'm really glad I did this, and as you can see on our bench, we are 1 away from Soraka 3. That's right, she will heal for 2,000. No one likes playing this character for some reason. She just kind of doesn't do anything besides just heal, and even her level 3 heal is just 2,000. But as you can see, pretty excited to get her. We just chuck in Neeko to hold down the spot because we just need a Lulu, and we will have 4 Mystic. Unfortunately, we're up against our arch enemy here, Mr. Sorcerer. He's on his last legs, but unfortunately for us, we did not get that Lulu in time. I didn't want to sell the level 2 Neeko I had on the sidelines for that Lulu. I just, want to get Neeko 3 if I can. Unfortunately, that does mean we're going to take an L here because we don't have 4 Mystic, which obviously is going to provide us with a shitload more magic resist than just 2. So we're going to have to wait a round, take an L here, but it's no big deal, as you know, we are going to be fighting the other guy in Ghost form, and we end up beating him in Ghost form. We take out the Nico, we throw in the Lulu, and now we have what we need. As you can see, we picked up an item from the carousel and slapped it right onto our Lulu, as we want her to be giving the most, or we want her to have the most mana so she can ult more and more. And now we are against our arch enemy again. He's coming second. Will he beat us another time? Lulu immediately ulting the mech there. Rakan critting everyone for 1,000. This time it's looking way, way better. The Lulu really pulled our team together. 4 Mystic, 3 Celestial, and 4 Protector. Super, super great comp. If you've got the gold for it, make sure you hyper roll that shit away at 5. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to try and get one of these special Galaxy videos out for you guys ASAP.